Hello everyone and welcome back to Tolbert's Terrarium, my pure vanilla single player survival series. My name is Tolbert, I'm your host and I'm glad you're joining us today. Well, let's see, we left off with building this little basic build here, and now it's time to come back and get a couple of details filled in. It's a little plain looking along the outside and I don't like that very much, and also I don't like the way those wooden stripped logs look there, so we're going to replace those with the bark blocks. Let's see if we have any birch in here. We should. Yep, we actually have 2 birch blocks exactly. That works out perfect. So we're just going to go ahead and walk outside and just lay that one in. Go ahead and strip it, grab the other one, throw that one there. Okay, there is that. Except, where did that other one disappear off to? Don't know. Alright, so now that we got that done, along the outside here, well, first, let's take a look around. One thing that we did is we put in these waterways going down. Now, spent a whole lot of time working on this, and what it is that this is what's going to be where we do the mining. So this house is going to be basically become a mining house, where we can go ahead and come all the way down here and then go out in either direction to do mining, and it definitely sounds like there's some bad guys close by. So let's go ahead and get on out of there. So we've ended up doing that all the way down. That goes all the way down to level 11, which is perfect. And can we get out of here before drowning? Almost. So there's that. And what else that we did? We got the tree farm area there. We have the crop farm area over here. Man, I didn't want to pick those up. And then, of course, we have our cows and sheep over here that we're going to be using for food eventually. But like I said, today we want to go ahead and get some details done on the outside here. And sun's going down, so we're going to need to grab some sleep. But before we do, let's go ahead and we want to make some dark oak fences. We want to use dark oak fences. Or fence posts. So there we go, a whole bunch of them. We'll take that, and then we're also want to make spruce. And then we also want to make spruce trap doors. Let's just grab a couple of those and make as many trap doors as we can. Let's go one more. We can get an even number of trap doors. Nope. Still didn't get an even number. One more time should do it. There we go. So now we have the spruce trapdoors. We have the dark oak fences. I should probably go ahead and put my armor back on. And it's nighttime, so let's go ahead and rest away the night real quick. Sorry, we got that. And we also want leaf blocks. Do we have any leaf blocks? Ah, there's some leaf blocks. And oh, that reminds me, we gotta smelt this down, and we're going to actually use, where are they here, these blast furnaces to do that. Now also you can make a blast furnace using some regular furnace. So let's go ahead and make a regular furnace. And let's see what we need to do to make a blast furnace. I only want one regular furnace. That should be good. And so, where we have a smoker, let's take that off and let's actually look for the blast furnace. What do we need? We need 5 bits of iron, a furnace, and 3 bits of smooth stone. Well, I don't remember how to make smooth stone. Apparently I can make a smooth stone slab. But let's see, if I remember correctly, we're going to take actually the furnace we just made. We'll put that down. Get some fuel in there. And then let's use the cobblestone. Now, while I wait for that, let's go ahead and grab those 5 bits of iron. And we're going to use that first. So let me go ahead and wait for this stone, and then we'll be back. Alright, and there we go. That last bit of stone is done. So now, if I remember correctly, we can go ahead and take this, put it back in the furnace. And that is what's actually going to give us the smooth stone. That is, if I remember correctly. And it is perfect. And we need 3 bits of that smooth stone to make a blast furnace. Of course, we're going to wait for all 8 of that to finish. And there we go. We have all 8 bits of the smooth stone, so we can go ahead and grab that, grab back our furnace here. And now let's go ahead and make that blast furnace. So we have the furnace in the middle, 3 bits of smooth stone across the bottom, and then surround the rest in iron. And there we go, another blast furnace. Now, of course, we're going to be using those. We'll just go ahead and line them up. I guess we can go ahead and just put them here like that for right now. Let's go ahead and split that up and get these things smelting. Now, I'm definitely going to need to put more coal in here. So let's see, do I have any more coal in the chest? Of course we do. We can go ahead and section that out, and we're going to do groups of 3. So there we go, 53 apiece. That should be more than enough to get all these items smelted down. Pretty perfect. Okay, so while that's happening, while that's smelting a lot quicker than what a normal furnace does, I mean, you can see how quickly that is going. We're going to go ahead and do some detail improvements out here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to use these dark oak fences. We're going to go ahead and highlight all of our window areas here, just right around. That just looks a little bit better to me. The only place this is going to differ is on these big windows here. We're only going to go up 3 and 1 over, just like so. That's all we need to do there. Those windows are a little bit bigger, and so they don't need all the way around. We just need to go up through the middle a bit there on those ones, like so. And so I'm going to do this all the way around, and then once we're done with that, except I just ran out of dark oak fences. We need to make some more. So let me go ahead and get some more made, get these windows outlined, and let me get back with you. Okay, so after mowing the lawn a little bit here, because this was getting a little bit too close to the house here, and after adding in those dark oak fences, now we have a little bit more detail going on here, but I still don't think that's enough, which is why we have the leaf blocks here. I think this place is going to look a whole lot better right once we put in a few bushes. So we're just going to throw in some around the edge here, and before I go any further, I just remembered about something there, is that we want to put in some dirt blocks there so that we can go ahead and plant flowers. Thing is, we don't want to put in regular dirt blocks because, well, regular dirt blocks can have grass growing on it. We want to put in coarse dirt for certain. So coarse dirt, nice and easy to make. 2 bits of dirt, 2 bits of gravel, and there we go. We got the coarse dirt. We can go ahead and take all of that back and put it away. And apparently I already had some coarse dirt. So I just made some more for the fun of it, I guess. Made a whole lot, apparently. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take this back out here, and everywhere where we have a window is where we're going to put down some of the coarse dirt. Now, we're going to do something a little bit different on these larger sides. These larger sides are not going to have the big bushes in front of them. No, no. We're going to change those into actual, I guess you would say, flower boxes. That was the whole point of the spruce trap doors, so that we can do that. We come over here, and we're going to need to make more spruce trap doors, that's for certain. But we'll just come over here and lay these down like so. And there we go. Now we have a little bit of a nice flower box to put some flowers in. Let's get more of the spruce trapdoors done and get them put about. And then I'll be back. Alright, so all of those flower boxes are created. We got those going all the way around at every side. And now we can go ahead and continue putting in what I was calling the bushes. And that is, we're just going to go ahead and slide right on up to the edge and then to the corner. And that is going to be it. We're going to do that on each of these 4 corners here. Going to go ahead and utilize that. And of course, I misplaced one. Like I said, over here, we're not going to put any because I can't put any on this block because of that trap door. I could go ahead and come around this way, but I think that those sides really don't need that. And that's actually might be a little bit too much for that area. So we're just going to go ahead and grab the corners. I think that'll be more than enough, and I think I have more leaf blocks than I could possibly need for this. And of course we're going to fill in that little area because that needs something there. And we don't want to throw in the fence post, just doesn't look right. This though, I think we got to change this ground. I think we need some of these stone bricks going all the way around. Do I have any stone bricks left over at the moment? It doesn't look like it. Doesn't even look like I have much stone. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. Can we actually put the stone into the blast furnace or no? No, we cannot. No stone for the blast. Yep, no stone for the blast furnace. Alright, so we're going to have to make a couple more furnaces just to get the cobblestone to stone. So let's do that real quick. I think maybe 8 should do. Or not 8, 3. No, 4. Because it takes 4 stone to make it. So we're going to go ahead and use 4 furnaces there. I guess at this point we might as well just throw them right here. Eventually this is not going to be this kind of place. We're going to make it into a storage area, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bits of stone. Going to need a little bit more coal again. Hopefully I got enough room in my inventory. No, I don't. Alright, we'll be back for that. But right now, let's throw a stack of coal in each of these. And let's go pick up the rest of that. And put another stack in that last one. And alright, let's get this stuff melting. We can get our regular stone. So apparently I gotta wait for that. And while we wait for that, flowers. Now the double tall flowers, really can't use those, so we got to use the single tall flowers. I like the alliums, I like the cornflowers, and I want to use some of the new lilies of the valley out here in some of these. I'm going to ignore those ones for right now. We're going to start with these ones here. So let's go ahead and get that down. And actually, you know what? Alliums in these would be nice, but we got to stagger it a little bit. Yeah, I do like the alliums. So let's just try to make it all miscellaneous. Let's make this box a whole bunch of alliums. We can use the cornflowers and the lilies of the valley over here. We can double up on some of them. Don't want to double up on too many of them though, because then it just looks too weird. Let's go ahead and do this. Throw down a lily and an allium over here. And you know what? That should look pretty good. I believe that is every window covered with flowers of some sort out there. Might want to change some of those up. The azure bluettes. That sounds like a good idea. Let's switch some of these up to the azure bluettes. This one I'll go ahead and keep like that. The azure, let's knock that one out. Let's go ahead and knock out the center one here. And finally, knock out one of these blue ones to get that in there. That should be good. That should be more than enough. And so let's go ahead and check on what we got going on with the... Because I gotta put these back in the right spot. With the stone here. How are we looking? We can go ahead and grab those out of there. That's fine. And let's go ahead and make some stone bricks. I tell you, this recipe book makes a lot of things, makes things just a lot more easy. And yeah, we're gonna pop the door off. That's fine. And I'm out of a shovel. I guess I should probably go ahead and make myself another shovel. Let's get that piece of iron there. Once again, using the book, nice and easy. Just iron shovel. There we go. Now let's finish getting this out of here. And let's go ahead and get our stone bricks placed in. Shouldn't take more than a couple seconds. So I guess I'll see you in a couple seconds. Alright, so now I got that put in. It kind of looks to me like we need to change this up a little bit. Just having that there looks a little plain. So let's go ahead and take this one out. And if we extend this down, that makes it look a little bit different, but we need to change that block right there. We need to update that to a stone brick block as well. So let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side. And I need more dark oak fences. Let's make a couple more of those. Let's just give me, what, 3 blocks? 3 blocks should do. So once again, come over here, go ahead and get our dark oak, get our dark oak fences. And yeah, that's probably more than enough, but of course it's more than enough. But that's fine. This needs to be changed up a little bit though. And in order to change it up, we need one of two things. We either need some vines to make mossy, or we need to make some cracked bricks to go along with that. So I gotta wait for all this to finish up. So okay, I'm gonna wait for this to finish up, and then we'll get to making some of the cracked. And barely inside the take it, we already come across the sweet berry bushes, and there's a whole bunch of them here. One nice thing I like about these as compared to the crops is that you can just go ahead and right click in order to pick the berries. We don't have to actually worry about destroying the bushes themselves. We can go ahead and just pick the berries without worrying about that. Just don't want to step into them, because right once we do, we start taking damage. Alright, let's go ahead and grab these and get back to the build over there. So we ended up getting a total of 23 sweet berries here. And well, I think right outside these fences is going to be a great place for them. I don't think this is really needed anymore. We can go ahead and throw that there. And so a nice little pattern like that, I think is going to work out pretty well. So we have 1, skip 1, then 2, then skip 1, then 1. Alright, so that's going to add a little bit more to the area here. You know what? We can go ahead and fill in some of these spots around here with even more of these. We can just go ahead and throw them in some corners. And that should spruce up the area, I think, rather nicely. So let's throw in these last couple few. And I know I missed some over here, as far as right there and right there are concerned. Now we're down to 3 left. I kind of want a little bit more. I don't know if we should go ahead and throw some in on this corner itself or no. You know, I'm going to go ahead and leave that empty. I don't think there's a need for them. But all in all, we're pretty much done with this little build itself, working as our temporary home and storage area and whatnot. Eventually going to be turned into just an ore mining area, but it is missing a couple more things here. Is that it's going to need a bit of a path. And eventually this path will reach out in other directions as well to other things we're going to build around here. And we'll get to those at a later date. As for now, I think we are pretty much done here for today. We went ahead, spruced this place up a little bit, got it looking a little bit nicer on the outside. Not going to do anything else up top. I think the top looks just fine as it is. But all in all, I think the little details we put in here is going to make a huge difference. And especially since I can go ahead and pick berries already and hurt myself. But alright, that's going to do it for us today. I'm going to wrap this up. So until next time, everybody, thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you had yourselves a wonderful day. And we'll just go ahead and take one last quick look at this from a distance. And I think it looks a whole lot better. So till next time, everybody, take care, be well, and I hope we get to see you again soon.